So today we're zeroing in on a really common suburban problem, right? It's perfectly captured by this phrase you hear in Simi Valley, California. There's just nothing to do here.
Exactly. And we're looking at the proposed solution from the Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District, specifically the long-awaited Phase 3 of their Activity Center project.
That's the one.
Yeah, so we've gathered the plans, the reports. Our mission here is to really get into the weeds, go beyond the headlines and look at the specific plans for Phase 3, that's the recreational heart of it, and figure out why it's stuck.
The actual fun center, the core of the building people actually want to use, that's still, well, it's still just on paper, basically.
Yeah.
Still in planning and fundraising limbo.
And a big reason for that limbo is, frankly, the sheer scale and ambition of what they've designed for Phase 3.
It's not just a couple of basketball hoops, then.
Oh, definitely not. This is planned as a pretty sophisticated, multi-level indoor recreation hub. It's really designed, it seems, to be a long-term solution, something that can handle future needs, not just today's. It has to do everything the older, kind of falling apart facilities can't.
Okay, yeah. Looking at the plans, you can see they were aiming high. The upper level alone, it looks like a whole community center up there. You've got multi-purpose rooms for classes, maybe small performances.
Flexible spaces, yeah.
A kitchen, snack bar, viewing lounge. And this part seems crucial now. Areas with gaming setups, sports simulators, TVs, that kind of thing.
That tech element is definitely key for attracting maybe teens and young adults.
Yeah.
But it's more than just flashy features.
Yes.
Well, think about the lower level, too. Sure, it's got the expected things. Multi-use sports courts.
Yeah.
Basketball, volleyball, dedicated spots for gymnastics, martial arts, a proper fitness gym.
Right, the standard rec center stuff.
But then they've also included an indoor playground/obstacle course, and importantly, a sensory room, and even a virtual reality room.
Okay, sensory and VR rooms. That's interesting. That sounds like more than just general recreation.
Exactly. It suggests they're trying to be more inclusive, maybe provide resources for neurodiverse kids or families, and offer activities you can do year-round, no matter the weather. It's moving beyond just sports leagues.
But hang on, VR rooms, high-tech simulators. That stuff isn't cheap to run or maintain, is it? Is the district really set up to handle that kind of technological upkeep, say, 5-10 years down the line? Or could those just become expensive, broken closets?
That's a really fair question. It hits on that classic tension, immediate demand versus long-term operational reality.
Yeah.
And the demand is strong.
You mentioned the demographics driving this.
Yeah, the data shows almost 20% of the county's population is under 18. And the median age is just under 39. It's a relatively young area, still very family-oriented.
So lots of kids, lots of families needing things to do indoors.
Precisely.
So this indoor climate-controlled center isn't just nice to have, it's becoming almost a necessity, which makes the delays even more frustrating for people, I bet.
Absolutely. And you had the former RSRP director, Josh Gray, calling Phase 3 the crown jewel of the district.
Right, I remember reading that.
He also gave a pretty stark warning, didn't he?
Huh.
Said that delaying the start much longer could seriously jeopardize the whole thing, that it might never get built.
Why? Just because of cost increases? Or is it more than that?
It's a mix of things. Rising construction costs are definitely a huge factor that eat away at the budget constantly. But it's also about political will, Priorities can shift. And public enthusiasm, that momentum, it can fade if people feel like it's just never going to happen. The plans are there, detailed plans, but every delay makes the price tag bigger and the political challenge harder.
Okay, so where does that leave things right now? What's the actual status?
Well, despite everyone agreeing it's needed, and despite having these detailed blueprints ready to go, the estimated construction time itself is huge, somewhere between 33 and 47 months after they secure funding and break ground.
Almost 4 years of construction, potentially?
Potentially. And the key thing our sources confirm is, right now, there is no firm start date set. The plans look great, but the starting gun just hasn't been fired.
Okay, so we've got this project already a decade in the making, clearly needed, plans finalized, but stuck. Here's something for you, our listener, to think about. Instead of waiting for this one giant chunk of funding for the whole thing, should the RSRPD maybe try to pivot? Could they pursue funding in smaller pieces? Maybe get those specialized but really needed rooms like the Sensory or VR Center funded and built first, just to show progress and build momentum? Or would breaking it up like that risk compromising the whole vision, this crown jewel they've promised for so long? What's the best way to finally get this thing moving?
You are listening to Claire News, Simi Valley.